Well, now that the boating season is officially over, it's a sad time of the year. But that said, we are moving from boating season into boat show season. And there's a couple of big ones coming up. The first one, which comes up at the end of October, is going to be the Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show, or FLIBS. Anchor Girl and I had an opportunity to visit that a few years ago. Yeah, if you want to see some really big boats, they're not boats, they are mega yachts. These things are really, really big. So for us, it was not really a boat show, it was more of a spectacle. It was just something I wanted to see. The Fort Lauderdale Boat Show bills himself as the biggest boat show in the world. So we just wanted to go there, like I say, just to see the spectacle. So we went down there for a few days, spent a few days in Fort Lauderdale, which is the real bonus part for us. A beautiful city. And all I can say is, since we're never going to be in the market for one of those mega yachts going into the tens of millions of dollars plus, it was more of a, my neck was getting sore, because you don't look at the boats, you're looking up from the dock, you're looking up the back of these massive transoms. And so it's kind of neat to do, it's kind of neat to see at least once. No intention of ever going back there. Even if we were staying in Florida at that time, I don't think that we would really go back to the show. It's not really something for us. But again, like I say, we just wanted to see it one time, say, yay, we did it. And it was fun. Again, getting back to what I was just mentioning, is that actually staying in Fort Lauderdale was the bonus for us, because Fort Lauderdale has probably got the best beach in all of Florida, in my humble opinion. And because we've traveled all the way around Florida, including throughout the Keys, all the way down to Key West, and it's probably got the nicest, prettiest beach. Yeah, that was really, really good. So if you ever plan to go to the Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show, I would highly recommend to spend a few days in Florida, or sorry, in the city itself, in Fort Lauderdale, down at the beach. Yeah, Fort Lauderdale, beautiful city. If you have a chance to visit again, be sure to take your significant other to a nice beachfront restaurant. There's a ton of them all along the waterfront there. So yeah, highly recommend Fort Lauderdale Boat Show. If that's what you're into, go for it. But I'm going to leave a complete list of the upcoming boat shows from the end of 2023 right into next year, 2024, because January, that's when things just explode. There's a ton of boat shows. Doesn't matter where you are in this part of the world. Again, we are in Ontario, Canada, so the big show up here, which is I think the largest indoor boat show, and that always runs in January, towards the end of January. So that usually runs about 10 days. It's kind of like over 2 weekends, and during the week. So it has a big draw, big show. That always marks the tipping point for winter for us, because as everybody says around here, after the boat show, it's all downhill till spring. I'll leave a link in the description for that. My first recollection of going to the boat show would have been back in 1971. Went with my parents, and they bought the family's first boat, a little 21-foot Starcraft. Anchor Girl and I have gone a number of times since, I'm going to say 1989 is the first time I remember we all went down there. I don't know if we're going to go this year. Maybe we are, maybe we're not. I'm not going to let you know even if I am, because if we go, it'll be a last minute decision to go. It's a great show if you want to just go by to look at whatever, electronics, stuff to fix the boat, upgrades, parts, on and on and on and on and on. A lot of displays, probably more square footage than the boats that are on display. So yeah, if that's what you're into, go and check it out. It's always fun just for that. We usually go for the day and spend a night there down in Toronto, in the big city, and make kind of like a weekend out of it. So that's a big one. Again, end of January every year. And apart from that, there's also in January, there's in this general area, let's say Detroit, Chicago, Cleveland, New York. I think New York is also in January. There's probably, I'm going to say 8 or 10 boat shows that all go on around the same time in this area of the world. So if you want to look down, like I said, look down the description. I'll give a complete list of all the boat shows and a link to their websites as well. with the dates that they're going to be running, so you can maybe plan to go and check out the boat shows. Even if you're not in the market for a boat, we've never gone to a boat show to buy a boat ever in all the years, except for when my parents bought a boat back in 1971, but that was a whole different world. We were Anchor Girl, just go for fun. Just, you know, like I say, it's the midway point of the off season, and from then on the days are starting to get longer, and it marks the downhill run to spring. So that's always fun. So if you guys get a chance, I hope this is inspiring you to maybe go to a boat show somewhere and check it out and have some fun yourself. And if you do, I would love to hear from you. Please leave me a comment, leave us all a comment, and when the time comes, and just tell us where you were and if you enjoyed it and if you bought anything. Or also, if you plan to go to the boat show, if you have a piece of equipment or something that you have in mind that you would like to check out, maybe buy at the boat show, I'd love to hear from you on that too. Yeah, let me know, let us all know if there's something that you think you would like to see or buy at a boat show. I'd love to hear from you on that. And yeah, if what the boat show is that you think you're going to be attending this year. All right, so we'll look forward to that. As always, leave me your comments, and we will look forward to maybe seeing you there. Alrighty, we'll see you on the next one. Cheers.